Daniel chapter number 2, verses number 31 through 35. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hand, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. What a dazzling image. Great and tall, sparkling and gleaming right there in front of the king. And so many people, when they tell this story, the only thing they focus on is the great image. But the main character of the story is not the great image. The great image is part of the story. The main part of the story is the great stone that smote the image in the feet and then destroyed it and became a great mountain, and it rained and filled the entire earth. That's the main character. So many times in our life, we have these world governments, these images in our life. But if we hang on to the end, that same stone, the Mashiach, will smite that image in our lives. And if we allow him, he will fill us up, just like he filled the whole world. Let's take a quick look. We have here a little chart, and so many times we think that Pharaoh and Joseph, or Joseph and King Pharaoh's dream were just for those individuals, and they had nothing to do with nobody else. But a lot of times, the stories in the Bible repeat. God gives them so that they can teach us what to expect. Joseph was a young man, and Pharaoh was a world ruler. Daniel was a young man. Nebuchadnezzar was a world ruler. These dreams both will affect the world at their times. These dreams, interpreted rightly and enacted so, souls were saved. Joseph, the Egyptians, and the children of Israel. Daniel himself, his friends, and the life of the magicians, soothsayers of the Chaldeans. But then we come over to the Apostle John, how his vision was given by the King of Kings. And yes, it will affect the entire world. But all of these are interwoven. They are not all separate. And we are going to discover how Pharaoh's dream, interpreted by Joseph, really gives us much detail on Daniel's last vision, on the closing chapters of Daniel. How they detail out for us hidden treasures and hidden mysteries. And we know that they in turn detail out for us the book of Revelation as well. So all of these, even Joseph and Pharaoh, are all connected. 7 years of good with 7 years of bad. God, we bless you and we give you glory, we give you honor, and we give you praise.